Ooh. Welcome to the PHNX Daily Bet Show, brought to you by the one and only DraftKings Sportsbook app. It's America's top-rated sportsbook app. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets when you bet on an NFL game. It's just that simple when you use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. I'm with Johnny Venerable, as always, right after Thanksgiving. Are we full still? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't hear you. Here we go. I'm muted. Great start. Love it. I don't know if I'm muted. Let me check the stream. Hey guys. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me live on the stream right now? Can anybody hear me? Hello. Oh my goodness. This is a great start. This is what happens after Thanksgiving. Can you guys hear me? Yep, they can hear me. So Johnny, it's on your end. Okay. Well, I'm just going to get into it while Johnny figures that out. Good slate this weekend. I don't know what to do. Here, try it. Here. We'll take Johnny off for a sec. Maybe he can figure it out. Yeah. Hi. Hello. Look, there's a lot of games this weekend that both me and Johnny like after a pretty horrendous showing from the last two. Not horrendous. I'd say we're about average, about 50%. I'll throw up our picks from the last from yesterday. We both went 1 for 3, chasing that Dallas or the Lions money line and the Dallas spread. I knew I should have picked the Raiders. I kind of liked that, but then Johnny hit on the Bills -6. I hit on Buffalo under, and then we go to our props. Johnny hit on his Andy Dalton over a half interception as Josh Allen touchdowns. No Hawkinson first touchdown. Then Josh Allen didn't score the first touchdown, but I hit on both of my props. Let's see if we can bring Johnny back in. Johnny, can you hear me? No? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh man. Okay, well maybe you can try to switch. Oh, hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
What's going on with this garbage? This hot
know.
garbage today.
I don't know, but now you sound like you're inside of a refrigerator.
What the flip?
It's fine. We'll continue with this trash can show. I'll talk about my picks while you want to troubleshoot that. So these are my 3 favorite picks for this weekend. Rams -1.5. I believe this line opened at favoring the Packers earlier in the week. The Packers to me are it goes back to the Sam Monson tweet. It always does. Is any NFL team good? I don't really believe in the Packers fully yet, but the Rams are kind of in the same boat. I think the Rams are the more superior team with a better coach team. Matt LaFleur is a great coach, but I'm a McVay stan till I die. Yeah, the line actually opened at Green Bay -3, I believe. And now it's at LA -1.5 or 2, depending on where you get it. I also like the Vikings +3.5. They play every team close. Oh God, they play every team close. They're in they're in San Francisco.
Oh God,
playing the 49ers. This line opened at 49ers -3. It is moving toward them for some reason. This is a huge game in the NFC, massive game in the NFC. So I expect the Vikings to come out and swing the ball. If they don't win this game, I'm definitely going to sprinkle some on the money line. But if they don't win this game, I bet they cover by 3. And then I really like Chargers -2.5. This line opened at Chargers -2. I don't know. It's in Denver. They're playing the Broncos. The Broncos are bad, and the Chargers are good. The Chargers haven't figured it out. Brandon Staley is a really good coach. I think Vic Fangio might be out soon in Denver. So I like that -2.5 all day. It's juicy. Johnny, hello.
Yes.
There you are.
God damn it. These technical difficulties on a holiday, Shane. I know you're trying to sabotage me because of my dominance. Well, the intro was fine. Then I got on and everybody's like, let's cut Johnny's audio, which I don't appreciate.
No, not at all. Well, it's good to have you back, Johnny.
Thank you. It's good to be back here to dish out some fresh, hot post-Thanksgiving nuggets. Let's get to my picks, if we could. I like Colts plus 3.5. You can make an argument outside of the Cardinals. Nobody's playing better football in the NFL right now than Indianapolis. I think they found their groove. I don't like them to beat Tampa outright, but at home, give me 3.5 points against a team that shellacked Buffalo. That's a number I'm all over. You talk about Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman. If Carson Wentz can limit his turnovers to just one in that game, I think they keep it close. And then I saw this number, Titans at New England. Yeah. Mac Jones is not going to beat the Titans by more than 7 points. I'm not sure. I don't like the money line straight up in this game. But what I do like is former Belichick disciple Vrabel is going to come in and have his way against New England. He knows that gypsy voodoo magic that Bill Belichick puts on every Sunday. The Patricias of the world, the McDaniels, when those guys come back and play Belichick, those games are close. I think this game will be much closer than +7. I don't know what the hell that is. And then Dolphins +2. The Dolphins are playing sneaky good football lately. Yes, their recent schedule has been hot garbage, but I think this is a team hosting Carolina. Let's face it, Carolina, that performance against the Cardinals, that's an outlier performance. They got embarrassed last week against Washington. Now they have to travel to Miami. Tua's been playing better. If he doesn't, again, make that brutal mistake, that one throw that you're just like, what are you doing? I think Miami can win that game almost with defense alone. I like all those three picks a lot. Of those three, my favorite is probably the Tennessee line. I saw that, and we did that on Guess the Lines on Monday or Tuesday, and I thought to myself, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and I mean, you see what the Dolphins were able to do to a mobile quarterback in Lamar Jackson. I don't see Cam Newton going crazy against him if they can stop Lamar Jackson. So I like that pick a lot. I really do think that Cardinals game was just a fluke. It was so strange, everything that was going on. But yeah, don't mind them, like them. The Colts one is something that I'm going to keep an eye on, just because it depends on who wants to play football that day. Because you've seen Tampa just absolutely shit the bed against WFT, and you saw the Colts early in the year really struggling. But they're playing some of the best football in the NFL right now. So that's an interesting one. And yeah, that line's strange for the Titans game. I don't really get that. I mean, I kind of understand where they're coming from, but I feel like this is a thing where they're trying to fade the public, and everyone's going to be all over the Patriots. And here is the props we have this week. Johnny, you are first touchdown heavy again. So
I am.
Let's pull those up, huh?
I'm 2 out of my last 3, so I'm going to double down here. Jonathan Taylor, first TD in that Colts. I want to say Patriots. That Colts Tampa Bay game that I mentioned, plus 450. Jonathan Taylor had like 4 TDs last week. If they score 5, if they score, it's going to be JT. I want to say Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but unfortunately that's not his name. And I know Tampa is stout against the run, but Vita Vea's been banged up, and he can catch the ball. If the Colts get the ball first, I think that's really a sweet bet, plus 450. And then Devontae Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles, in my opinion, are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. Yep. And I really don't love a lot of their other weapons as much as Smith. Dallas Goedert's pretty hit or miss for me. You never know. Like Miles Sanders, for instance, in this game, has the highest odds to score first. I could just see Miles Sanders like being inactive, being banged up, being injured. Outside of maybe a Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown, which we did hit on last week, Shano, I like Devontae Smith, first CD, plus 1,000 in that game.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. And Devontae Smith is for some reason he's still flying under the radar on an Eagles team that has a really explosive offense. I think it's because they dish it around a lot. When you get the ball in his hands, he does some really special things. So that small frame that everyone was worried about coming out of Alabama really hasn't affected him much. He's been pretty awesome this year.
What's funny too, real quick, out of that game is the sneaky fact that Dave Gettleman, who they play the Giants, was jumped by Philadelphia for Devontae Smith, and so they had to trade down. They took Kadarius Toney in the 20s, but the Giants thought they could sit there and still get Smith. Nope. Philadelphia, Howie Roseman.
Yeah, love it. Kind of in the same boat. I like Keenan Allen plus 1,000 to be the first touchdown scorer in that game. That is going to be a really, really strange one. You're going to see if the Chargers can really pick it up, because they were supposed to be an AFC contender at the start of the year, and they've really played some uninspired football as of late. So if they can get the ball into Mike Williams and Keenan Allen's hands against the Broncos, I think they win that game pretty easily. So I'm taking him with the first touchdown. My other touchdown score prop is Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown. This is a game that we'll talk about later. Division game in Cincinnati. They're facing the Steelers. I like him to score because I feel like that's kind of where the only other offense is going to come. Joe Mixon is still just such an inconsistent guy, and there's just a lot to ask of that offensive line for the Bengals. And then Darrell Henderson over 13.5 rushing attempts. I think they run the ball a lot more in that game against Green Bay. I think they're going to need to, just because of how weird their receivers have been. Odell's not really fitting in. No Robert Woods anymore. Cooper Kupp is still one of the best receivers in the NFL, but I think they run the ball, get him out, and that's minus 130. So I'll take that coin flip all day long.
Fine. Oh, I don't love either one of those.
I know. You never do. You never do.
They're fine. You sent those to me this morning. Those are good. Those are fine.
I didn't send them to you. I never send you my
picks.
You
did. I had my hands on them earlier.
Well, now is our time for my favorite part of the week. It's the DraftKings pick of the week. The Johnny Jackpot this week is something pretty special, I think. A lot of people are probably going to be on the opposite side of this pick, which is strange to me. I don't understand why this line is where it is, but
so bad.
We talked about it. Here it is. Eagles minus 3.5.
Like, the Giants are atrocious. They can't score. They just fired Jason Garrett. That's who the Eagles play at home.
Yep.
The guy who's taking over for Jason Garrett, gentleman by the name of, Shane, tell me if you know this guy, Freddie Kitchens, who is a disaster in Cleveland, who used to be like the Cardinals wide receiver coach once upon a time, and then probably just kept getting Bruce Arians to write him letters of recommendation. He's terrible. All due respect, Freddie. No dice. Eagles minus 3.5. They're going to roll. Look, I thought Nick Sirianni was a big-time clown. If you remember his press conference, fumbling through his words. He's not a good coach at the press conference, but he actually is a pretty good offensive coach. And he's gotten Jalen Hurts to play really good football lately. We just mentioned Devontae Smith. Dallas Goedert with the big contract extension. Their offensive line is playing well. I think this game is going to be easily a touchdown favorite for the Philadelphia Eagles. To me, that I saw that line and I'm like, if you're not pounding Philadelphia right now, what are you doing? Jalen Hurts versus Danny Dimes and their garbage team. Easy decision on my jackpot of the week.
Was Freddie Kitchens the head of that Deshaun Kaiser-led team?
Yeah. Oh, no, he was Baker Mayfield's. So when Hugh Jackson got fired during the season, Freddie took over and Baker played some good football at the end of his rookie year. Then the next year they hired Freddie full time because no one wanted that Dirt Browns job. They proceeded to have a terrible year. Baker regressed. I think Freddie got fired like during the season. He went 6-10. He just looks like a high school gym teacher. All due respect, he is in that same realm as a Jim Tomsula. That he is in the Jim Tomsula Hall of Fame, right? Where Jim Tomsula, once upon a time with the Niners, somehow got promoted to head coach and was a disaster. So I love you, Freddie. I don't, but I think that Bruce Arians' disciple, not good. Yeah. And Jason Garrett probably will never coach in the NFL again.
Yeah, I agree. But the Jason Garrett days should be over. They should have been over a long time ago. Do you think Saquon gets touches this week?
I think his knee's going to fall off. And I think if they do right by Saquon, they will release him in the offseason so he can rehab, try to get second phase of his career. What's really sad for Saquon is he is never going to be healthy enough to get that big second contract that a lot of backs can get before they abruptly, go into the tank like a David Johnson. Of course, Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry recently, they got those second deals. Saquon's not going to get that because the Giants ran him into a brick wall for 3 seasons, and he's just a shell of him for his former self. There wasn't a better running back prospect coming out since like maybe Reggie Bush, and now you look at him, and it's sad, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's my DraftKings pick of the week. The Deefin Lock. It's back for another week. It's the Steelers plus 4.5 over the Bengals. This line is so strange to me. It's a division game. The Bengals have been okay lately. They beat the Raiders barely. 9 of the last 10 Bengals games have been within one score. And the only time it wasn't was week 3 against the Steelers that I'm betting on, 24-10. But that's not the same team as what the Steelers team is now. They've been playing really good football. Deontay Johnson's been incredible. Ben Roethlisberger actually looks good again. Big Ben's 24-9 against the Bengals over his career, 12-4 against the spread in Cincinnati. And they've been the Steelers team just always a really good underdog team with Tomlin. They just always have been against the spread. So I really, really like this number plus 4.5. I think this game's going to be close. I'm definitely going to bet on the money line in a couple little cheeky parlays over the weekend. But give me the Steelers plus 4.5 in Cincinnati all day long.
Terrible. I do think that the Bengals are fraudulent, and I'm agreeing with your pick. I think the Bengals are fraudulent.
Why'd you say terrible?
Well, just your song, your tribute to Lionel Richie.
I can take that.
Zach Taylor, I'll never be a fan. I do like Jamar Chase, way better than I thought, and then Joe Burrow, sneaky good. Yeah. But Pittsburgh, when they have their like the Steelers would have run that Charger game had Minka Fitzpatrick and Bosa played. So now that they're back, or not Bosa, Watt, they miss Watt and Fitzpatrick. If those guys play, they win most Sundays. They do not have a shelf life come January football. I do think they'll make the playoffs as a one and done team. So I like that bet a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. There's a couple games that look like they're too easy, so that scares me a little bit, but we will see come Sunday. We're still figuring out what we're going to do tomorrow for our show. But before we get to that, that was our DraftKings pick of the week. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Bet just $1 on any NFL game, and if they score a point in that game, you get $100 in free bets. It's just that simple. Johnny, I've hit on some really fun things the last like a month ago, and the last month it just hasn't been that fun. But looking at the DraftKings Sportsbook app is makes it easier to lose. I definitely I wouldn't want to lose with any other sportsbook app, I guess I want to say. Yeah,
that's interesting. I win a lot.
Aaliyah's shocked that you agreed with me. I am shocked as well. Download it now. They have same game parlays, safe, secure, reliable. You know the spiel. So use that promo code PHNX when you sign up. Get your $100 in free bets if you place just $1 on any NFL game and they score a point in that game. That's 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. We're going to be doing some type of college football betting show tomorrow, the first one of its kind on Saturday. Not exactly sure what time that'll be. I know we always preach consistency, but with the early starts and early games,
consistent disaster after the way this show started.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, you know what I'm doing with a lot of my DraftKings winnings because there are so many of them. I'm on PHNXLocker.com. I don't know if you see these deals on Deals America. Half of our shirts are, well, all of them have some kind of a discount. So many good deals going on right now. You can get 50% off multiple Coyote shirts, which I'm scooping as we speak. Get them together. You only pay the standard shipping fee. A couple Cardinal tees on sale. You can get either the PHNX Sun Devil or Wildcat shirt for $14.99. I have both of those shirts. They're two of my favorites. I'm rocking the Sun Devil, the Wildcat shirt right now. PHNX Tucson claws out. Woo, baby. Get any of these shirts half off right now at PHNXLocker.com. If you're a member, right? Only if you're a member, right? Feel like you have to be a member. Okay, so make sure, become a member, go PHNX.com. You can get a monthly subscription for 50 cents. So if you just want to sign up, be a member, pay 50 cents, get the t-shirts. That's a very precarious place to be.
Right now.
Right? Advantageous place.
If you
go ahead.
If you get the annual membership right now, you get a $60 gift card to go toward the PHNX locker. So
holy shit. That
deals on deals.
Beautiful. So if you become a member right now, you get $60. So essentially what you're saying, Shane, is the membership pays for itself?
Yeah, it does. It pays for itself in t-shirts.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Speaking of those college shirts, at 1 p.m., me, Brittany Boyer, and Mike Luke will be doing our second campus crossover show for ASU.
Is Mike Luke going to fight somebody? I feel like Mike Luke wants to fight everybody on Twitter.
Yeah, he does. So join us here on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. If you're listening on audio, please leave a nice review or a mean one to Johnny, but leave a nice one to me.
That's mean.
Or if you're watching right now, leave a like, subscribe if you have not. And we'll be back sometime tomorrow. I will let everybody know on the Twitterverse. And if you don't follow us, follow me at Shane D. Follow Johnny at Johnny Venerable. You can follow PHNX Bets daily at PHNX_bets. Follow PHNX Sport_sports across all socials. And we'll be back tomorrow for some college football. Peace.